You can't launch the perfect company, but you can grow one. What Prime Advertising does for me is, from a one-stop shop, they allow me to extend my contact after, and that's really powerful. The ability to have multiple exposure points with woven through the community, whether it's at the ice arenas, whether it's at a government center, whether it's just my rack carts where you're going to get your vehicle tabs. There's a multitude of different points of contact that the public gets to see, but then when I need something, I have one or two people I can contact and they can take care of everything. So not only do you have this ability to reach multiple areas and extend my relationship with my own customers, I get to have an experience of one shop does it all for me here at Prime Advertising, and it saves me time. Let's be honest. We can make more money, but we can't make more time. As we've grown this, there isn't one thing I could tell you is my favorite project we've done. However, I can tell you my logo rocks. And you can see it and the expansion of it. When I come home with the logo on some apparel that I'm wearing, my daughter says to me, "Dad, can I get one of those shirts?" Now my son's saying, "Hey, that eagle on the back of that coat is really cool. Can I have a coat like that to wear around?" That's really cool, but then it goes to the outdoor sign, then it goes to the ads, then it goes to exposure in the community, then it's the website. Telling the story, telling my story to everyone else. How cool is that? Such a neat position for us to have that cool relationship, because if we don't have a long-term positive relationship, the story gets lost. The continuity's not there, and what do you have? You've got fragments, just hoping something's going to grab someone's attention. Not here. This is a consistent story with a timeline that's now spanning 3 decades. This is pretty cool. I mean, 1979 is when we started American Auto Body. Now moving into the future, we're right where we want to be. So you have a portion of my business that is where people perceive my brand, that is taken care of. And it has somebody that is working and cultivating, or a team rather, their craft. Prime Advertising does that. They don't sleep and put my stuff on the shelf. We get to work year-round, and we get to work on little projects. It's not something we meet once and then, oh, I'll see you in the fall. It's continuous. So as we move through the year, I know I've got a division, I've got a partnership that takes care of that, whether it be the social media, whether it be updates to the website. You have to become attractive to the people that you want to attract, right? So if you don't know where you're going, how are you ever going to get there? And I don't have all of the expertise to be able to design a plan that's going to take my company into the future as it's seen through the customer's eyes, through the public's eyes, right? So I need a team. I desire a team that has that vision for me. So 2008, I said to Mark, I don't know what works, but I see you doing a lot of things, and I see you in a lot of places, which just gives me the idea that a lot of people trust you. So I'm going to take that leap and trust you and say, here, please handle this for me. Would you please handle this for me? Because I don't know yet. This is your wheelhouse. This is your sandbox. This is where you play. So when I handed that over, we took off. So 2008, people wouldn't say that was a great business year. Yet it was better than 2007 for us, and every year since. Prime Advertising is a system. When you partner with them, you feel it when you grab their front door and walk through, and you see the lobby and you're greeted with a smile. And what do you, depending on the weather, would you like water or hot chocolate today, Mr. Feehan? I actually really look forward to coming in and sitting down and putting together a jam session, if you will, a little strategy of What are we going to do this year? What's changed? What do you see? And with the experience that Prime has, looking at all of these different aspects with all of the multitudes of companies they work with, I get to benefit. It gives me a resource that I need and I want, but more importantly, it's the people that are behind that. You can do all of those little things and it can seem disjointed. Somehow Prime Advertising pulls all of that together, and so we're working in the community, which made me feel real good. Some exposure at the ice arenas, some exposure at the government centers, some print, and then the ability to come into the store as we're now, last year, just did another website, and the photography and the video and everything that you do so well, and bring it all together for me. It's a wonderful experience, and it's been a wonderful relationship that we've had for now 2 generations. How do you take a message of what you know is inside? It's your heart, it's your soul, it's what you put into that business, what you've made. How do you take that heart and soul and share it with the public? Prime Advertising does that for me. A lot of people say you could be in the right place at the right time with the wrong attitude and miss. So I like to say I'm in the right place at the right time with the right attitude because of what you've taught me. And now I get it. I got it. And it's awesome.